It's time for baby to go on to solids. When it comes to baby food, the term solids is used somewhat euphemistically. For the average baby, the foods are not solid at all. They're mush, pureed chicken with carrots, pureed guava and yogurt, or pureed prunes. You can do it yourself with your state-of-the-art liquidizer, hard work, or you can buy it ready-made off the shelf. The aim of the game is to feed your toothless wonder mushed up food on a spoon. Spooning it in ensures your little one grows up big and strong. Big. Maybe too big? Join us for this episode of Better Body Chemistry TV as we explore the link between loaded spoons and childhood obesity. Better Body Chemistry TV is brought to you by Dr. Sandy, a scientist turned gremlin buster, helping you battle sugar gremlins, heifer lumps, and other health horribles through better body chemistry. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health. A team of researchers from Swansea University quizzed 298 moms of tots between the ages of 18 and 24 months on how they had gone about making the big transition from milk to solids. All the moms in the study had been breastfeeders, but when it came time to wean their little one, some of the women had opted to use spoons full of puree, while some used the revolutionary practice of baby-led weaning. Baby-led weaning is probably not that revolutionary. It's how weaning was done before the invention of the liquidizer and the establishment of commercial baby food brands. The researchers asked both groups of moms how feeding was going and their child's current weight. Baby-led weaning involves serving baby chunks of food, a piece of banana, a sliver of cheese, a hard-boiled egg. The food is big enough to grab, but small and soft enough to slip down without a big chew. The foods are offered, and baby gets to choose what and how much. Lots of mess, minimum fuss. So how do the two techniques square up? Well, allowing baby to load up requires a certain amount of coordination. So baby-led weaning typically begins around the 6-month mark. Purees can be introduced a little earlier, since all baby needs to do is open, then swallow. However, the World Health Organization recommend feeding of solids begin at 6 months. So the difference between baby-led weaning and standard weaning is really just process. The moms in this particular study were all pretty happy with how feeding was going, reporting no differences in how much their little one enjoyed food. There were some fusspots in both groups, but on the whole, the moms reported their toddlers got excited in the presence of food. That is, they were food responsive. The survey did suggest that spoon-fed babies were not all that proficient at knowing when they were full. That is, they had a poor satiety responsiveness. And this weakness showed. Babies scoffing down purees were heavier. None of them were actually overweight, but they were on the heavier side of normal. Destined to be fat? During weaning, babies are learning about the I am full message. Incoming airplanes, spoons, can cause confusion. First off, by the time mom is talking planes, trains, and automobiles, odds are baby has already had quite a bit to eat. But mom wants just one more spoon to go in, just to be sure Junior is really full. No mother wants her child to go hungry. An incoming plane is fun, and the extra attention is cool. So, baby opens wide and lets the spoon land inside. Unfortunately, back in the ark, the part of the brain tasked with deciding when full is full, the fact that the plane successfully landed without an explosion suggests full is not full to capacity. Full has a bit of wiggle room, and once the full is not full to capacity lesson is learned, there's always room for nice things. Eating to appetite is no longer obligatory. Oh dear, Junior has been wired to overeat. With baby-led weaning, full is full because when you've had enough, you stop sticking the food in your mouth. Instead, you throw it on the floor, or you see what happens when you squish it, or stick it in your ear or up your nose. And the food is just that, food. It's not a plane trying desperately to land in your mouth. Knowing when you're full should help cut those calories in. Do something revolutionary. Help your little one's brain learn the basics. Let baby lead the weaning process. If you're not ready for the mess that will accompany revolutionary, at least stop loading up the spoon at the first sign of resistance. That one more bite could bite you in the long run. Help create better body chemistry so that you protect your little one from the scourge of childhood obesity. For more tips to combat obesity, visit our website www.betterbodychemistry.com. Browse our library or enroll in one of our free e-courses. The advice is simple to follow and based on real science, not hype. Got friends and family with little ones? Help them avoid being part of the childhood obesity statistics. Spread the word by sharing this video, and be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can discover the small things you can do to improve your body chemistry. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Better Body Chemistry TV.